Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today we're in Genesis chapter 20. Genesis 20, Abraham's treachery. Now Abraham journeyed from there toward the land of the Negev and settled between Kadesh and Shur. Then he sojourned in Gerar. Abraham said to Sarah his wife, "She is my sister." So Abimelech king of Gerar sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream of the night and said to him, "Behold, you are dead. You're a dead man because of the woman whom you have taken, for she is married." Now Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, "Lord, will you slay a nation even though blameless? Did he not himself say to me, 'She is my sister'? And she herself said, 'He is my brother.' In the integrity of my heart and the innocence of my hands I have done this." Then God said to him in a dream, "Yes, I know that in the integrity of your heart you have done this, and I also kept you from sinning against me. Therefore I did not let you touch her. Now therefore restore the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you will live. But if you do not restore her, know that you shall surely die, you and all who are yours." So Abimelech arose early in the morning and called all of his servants and told all these things in their hearing, and the men were greatly frightened. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said to him, "What have you done to us? And how have I sinned against you, that you have brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? You have done to me things that ought not be done." And Abimelech said to Abraham, "What have you encountered that you have done this thing?" Abraham said, "Because I thought, surely there is no fear of God in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife. Besides, she is my sister, the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. And it came about when God caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said to her, 'This is the kindness which you will show to me. Everywhere we go, say of me, here is my brother.' Abimelech then took sheep and oxen and male and female servants and gave them to Abraham and restored his wife Sarah to him. Abimelech said, 'Behold, the land is before you. Settle wherever you please.' To Sarah he said, 'Behold, I have given your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, it is your vindication before all who are with you, and before all men you are cleared.' Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maids, so that they bore children. For the Lord had closed fast all the wombs of the household of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife." And that concludes the chapter. Let's go inside the text. So in the beginning of it, we were talking about in Gerar. It's a Palestine city on the border between Palestine and Egypt, about 10 miles south of Gaza. Again, we see that Abraham is referred to her as his sister. 25 years after leaving Egypt in disgrace because of lying about his wife, Abraham reverted to the same ploy. Abimelech, the king who took Sarah into his harem, was most likely the father or grandfather of Abimelech, encountered by Isaac. Then we hear the first time of God coming to him in a dream. Then God refers to Abraham as his prophet. Abraham, in spite of his lie, still served as God's intermediary or intercessor for Abimelech. This is the first time the Hebrew term for prophet is used in Scripture. Here it identified Abraham as recognized by God to speak for him on the behalf of Abimelech. Usually it is used to describe not one who speaks to God on the behalf of someone, but one who speaks to someone on the behalf of God. Um, and it's the part where it says things that ought not be done. The confrontation between the prophet and the king attested to the grievous nature of Abraham's actions. How humiliating for the prophet of God to be rebuked by a heathen king. And then it says that Abraham offered 3 reasons for his lie: perception from the horrible vices in Sodom, that all other cities had no fear of God, including Gerar. His fear of death as a mitigating factor for what he had done, and his wife actually being his half-sister as a justification for lying and hiding his marital status. Later on, it talks about Abimelech being cleared. In the translation, MacArthur states that is better translated as justified. And that's everything for chapter 20. Hope to see you back for chapter 21.